Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we getting on? In today's video, we're going to take a close-up look at daily ops. We're going to take a run through a full operation and give you guys an idea of what to expect, what's going on, and get you off to a good start when the update drops tomorrow. So, let's jump in and do this. So before we get started, a little spoiler warning. Obviously this content has not yet been released, it comes out tomorrow, so if you want to avoid any spoilers, then now will be the time to back out. All this footage, of course, is recorded on the test servers, so there might be the odd change here and there between now and tomorrow, though I rather doubt it, so we will see. But, spoiler warning now provided, let's jump in and have a look at this. So, onto the map. You can see my camp is reasonably central in the game, and we're going to start off by having a look at the lead-in intro quest for this as well. But before we do that, you see on the map we have a new world activity tracker. For the moment, only tracks daily ops, so I suspect going forward we'll be seeing a little bit more. So here's our daily op for the moment, uplink. This is the only one available for now, and I think so at launch as well. We're going to be tackling this at recommended level 50+. It is going to be in the Burning Mine today, and our enemy faction is Blood Eagles. They will have unique mutations, Freezing Touch being one of them, and Piercing Gaze. Piercing Gaze is on every uplink mission, so that will always be there by default. And the secondary one, Freezing Touch, will vary from day to day. It's worth noting that Freezing Touch is going to slow you down, and that Piercing Gaze will definitely mean you cannot stealth during this mission. If you have a sneaky character, that's not going to work for this. As anywhere inside the operation, Piercing Gaze will prevent you from hiding, basically. So, worth knowing about going in. So, see, we've got the reward tiers down the bottom there as well, and we'll have a look at those up in a bit more detail going forward. So, we're going to have a look at the lead-in quest, which only applies to your first daily op, really. You don't actually have to do it at all, but you might as well. There's a little bit of lore in here, there's a little bit more background detail, which is quite cool. So this will appear when we head to the Cranberry Bog for the first time, at least once this patch has gone live anyway. So here we are, just down from Appalachian Antiques even. Not too far from Watoga there, making our way down the road. And we've got Broken Radio Silence as our quest has just popped up on the HUD there. So, breaking radio silence, there we go. I spotted a strange and bloody sight upon entering Watoga. I should investigate to see what could have caused such carnage. So, this is our leading quest. So we're going to head over to the north side of Watoga and check out this location and read the note. Okay then, so here we are, just on the north side of Watoga. Let's go and check this note out. So a little look on the map there so you can see where we are. And we have a tiny little new structure dropped in here. It's brand new for this update. And it looks like somebody's been having a very bad time, or possibly a very good time if they're a raider. This guy did not meet a happy end from the look of it. Let's have a look at this note. Prove your worth. Want to prove your worth and honor to the Brotherhood of Steel? Meet me at Watoga Towers. If you're just a raider looking for trouble, think twice. This one didn't. Initiate Vernon Dodge, Brotherhood of Steel. So, we've got a Brotherhood of Steel member who wants to meet anybody who is worthy and honourable. Though, clearly going and screwing with a guy is not going to result in a happy ending for us. So, Watoga Towers. One of the really nice things I've seen Bethesda doing lately with updates like this and other ones as well is they've started using locations that have been in the game since day one but haven't got a lot of use a bit more. So Watoga Towers here is one good example. Nice little platform up here before we head in. Good to see locations like this getting some use. So let's head on in, check this place out. Okay, up the elevator and we are in Initiate Dodge's little hideout. So there's a little bit of lore in here. There's not huge amounts going on. I'll skip over too much of the lore because I don't want to spoil too much for you. It's really about showing you the ins and outs of the daily ops. But this is where Vernon Dodge is hanging out. If you want to find out a bit more about him, he's reasonably verbose about it. It's quite similar to the leading quest to A Colossal Problem, which is short and there isn't a great deal to it. In this case, we get a bit more background and a little bit more lore, which is nice. And there's a little bit more in the way of options that respond to what you've done. Let's see here, Dodge's setup is leaving a little bit to be desired. Not the most comfortable bedroom ever back there, and let's not take too close a look at his bathroom facilities either. Nice. So, let's have a little chat with this dude.
Alright, you'll have to do.
What? Strength 10, we can go with what the hell are you looking at, old man? Forget it, buy and back out, and if we have a low enough intelligence, we can go for a dumb option.
I've got important work that needs to be done. You seem like you're capable enough. I'm Initiate Dodge with the Appalachian chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. I got word that members from Mariposa are on their way here now. It's critical that I lay the groundwork they need to get a foothold in this region. Are you up for it?
For a guy from the Appalachian chapter, he's looking suspiciously not dead. But if you want to investigate that, I'll let you guys do that on your own time. So, I'm able to help. What do you need?
Perfect. Time is of the essence. I compiled a list of locations the Brotherhood had previously been tracking as enemy hotspots. Every day I'll highlight a location and a mission that can provide the Brotherhood a strategic advantage. I call these daily ops. Head there using your map and I'll provide instructions. Complete the mission and there'll be compensation. If you're fast and efficient, I'll even up the reward. So pay attention in there and work quickly. Come see me after your first op. I'll throw in an extra something for you. If you have any questions about daily ops, ask. Otherwise, hit your map, find the op, and let's take back Appalachia.
This guy really feels like an old school Fallout character, which I really like. They've done this well. I like this guy. So, Dodge just referred there to the various tiers of rewards that are available depending on how fast you complete this. The faster you do it, the better the rewards you get. There's 3 different tiers that we'll be seeing a little later on, and having a look at how we progress. Obviously, the faster you do this, the better the rewards you get. Something that is considerably easy to do in groups, but for today we're going to tackle this as a solo mission, which is also good as well, because you get an idea of just how manageable this may or may not be, depending on your character build, for a solo player. So, let's jump in and have a look at this. Now onto the map, we'll have a look at the world activity tracker again. There we go, there's our daily ops. See all the details we had a little look at before. Uplink, and we'll see that picture's inside of Dodge's place. In case you're wondering where we are, we're having a look at the burning mine for today's location, which is just over from the Rollins work camp in the ash heap. But rather than running over there and just exploring it as a conventional world location, we'll click the join button and tackle it as a daily op. You've got the option to do both now. Okay, so uplink the burning mine. Restore uplink functionality to monitor for enemy activity and eliminate all resistance. So this is a spot that the Brotherhood, or specifically Dodge, have identified as a particular hotspot of enemy activity. And as with a colossal problem and recent updates, they've set things up so that we can basically get ourselves geared and ready to go and everything repaired, which I'm going to do on my way in. This particular character is rolling a anti-armor Gatling laser for the primary weapon, and we've also got a 2-shot missile launcher, which is an absolute beast in this patch, as our backup weapon. Also worth noting, of course, One Wasteland is coming with this patch, and is obviously also in effect on the test server here. So that does mean that enemies will scale to our level, and also the changes to damage output have gone into effect. So, worth bearing in mind when you go in, you might want to make sure your build has been updated for a new patch, new changes. But I've already got this character ready. Now I've repaired my Gatling laser. I definitely don't need my primary weapon breaking midway through this. We'll jump into our power armor, and we'll get cracking. So, Gatling laser at the ready. Let's go.
This is Initiate Dodge. We've lost contact with the uplinks in your area. We'll need them operational if we hope to keep tabs on the enemy. The signal repeater must be broken, though. We need to repair that first. Head there now.
As you may have noticed when I crouched down just there, the danger warning came up straight away. Because these guys have enhanced perception, we are not able to stealth our way through here. Now, I don't know whether or not Stealth Boys will affect that. You might be able to pull it off if you've got a lot of Stealth Boys to run, but I haven't got the option to test that, so you have to try it and find out. Obviously, spoilers on this one. I'm going to be showing you exactly where everything is, so as previously warned. We'll run over. Here's our signal repeater. This is the first thing we have to find.
I've got connection to the signal repeater. Both uplinks are definitely dark. Head to the first one now.
You can see the freezing effect kicking in there. So this is a press and hold job to activate these things. They do take time. And there's also some defensive elements in here as well. Give these guys a quick scene too. See my anti-armor Gatling lasers doing good work here. So the freezing effect will slow you down. It doesn't seem to slow down my fire rate any, but it does seem to slow my movement speed, which is problematic. So definitely want to take these guys down as fast as possible. And through here, I think. We'll toddle on to Signal Site Alpha. Here we go, Signal Site Alpha. We need to sort this uplink. And once we do, we will have to defend it.
Signal calibration started. Watch your back. You just kicked a hornet's nest.
Apparently the Blood Eagles are onto us. So you can see in the top right there, I've got Secure Site Alpha, boost speed 1 times. Basically, that's because I'm doing this solo. If I was doing it in a group, you'd get a multiplier on there instead of 1 times. And this particular progress bar would be filling up a little bit faster. So definitely advantageous if you want to do it quickly, which is the idea here, to do this in a group. But, whoops, we're getting attacked here. But as we're doing the solo, we'll have to see how we do at just the base speed. So my character here is reasonably well specced out, reasonably well perked out for the build. Not crazy, we're not running an insanely overpowered build or anything, but she's pretty effective, as you can see. Obviously, a lot of people's concerns with the One Wasteland patch is that they're going to be using a lot more ammo because enemies are going to be a lot tougher and they will scale to your level. This is very true, but for daily ops at the very least, with the exception of certain weapons like Gatling lasers here, or missile launchers as well, as we'll see in a minute, enemies do drop the type of ammo you use against them. So it seems to be the type of weapon you actually finish them off with. So if you whack them with a melee weapon, obviously you'll get a randomized type of ammo as per usual. But if you take them out with a specific gun, then you should get the same type of ammo you've been pumping them full of back. Which actually means daily ops are quite an effective way of grinding ammo. Not so much if you're using Gatling lasers, something uses fusion cores or missiles or something like that. But for other things, it should be pretty effective. Saying that, the rewards at the end do mean I get more ammo back than I actually used in this, so that's pretty cool. I should say as well, though, the effect of enemies dropping the type of ammunition that you use on them doesn't apply to the rest of the game as far as I can tell. It only seems to be active during daily ops. Hopefully that'll change, but for now that does seem to be the case. Come on, get this guy. We're nearly there, as you can see. Come on, give me your noggin, buddy. There we go, got him.
We're not done yet. Head to uplink 2 and hustle.
So that's our first reload. And we'll toddle down here once my legs start working again. Try not to set myself on fire in the burning mine. There's the uplink. Always signal at Site Bravo. There we go.
Is starting up. That's more like it. Stay close. Make sure the job gets done.
So, under attack once again. We have to defend this location. Not particularly difficult to do, as you can see. As I say, this build is well put together, but not overpowered or anything like that. It's not an insanely high-end build, so which happens to be reasonably effective at this. Obviously, the enemies are scaled towards my personal level, so this should be an appropriate level of challenge for me. You should have a comparable experience. This missile launcher, on the other hand, is slightly ridiculous. So what I wanted to test out there was whether or not they actually drop missiles, because I've already established they're not dropping fusion cores, and clearly they don't drop missiles either. But for regular ammo types, they certainly do seem to do it. I ran through this with my building character as a first test. Oh, that guy's got power armor on. I ran through this with my building character for the first test, and he was mostly using a handmade rifle, and he was getting a lot of 5.56 back, so ended up leaving with more ammo than I went in with. Yikes. A freezing flamethrower, not a great combination. Right, this guy is down. Not too far off now. 3 different avenues of attack in this location. Obviously, I imagine if you're doing this in the group, you'll be seeing more enemies in each sort of wave, each set that spawn, rather than just having 1 or 2 coming at me at a time here. If you've got 4 of you doing it, I would expect considerably more enemies to take out. For now, let's vaporize these dudes. Come on, get down. There we go. Surprised nobody's attacking from above this time. They did when I was on my other character. Honestly, in here, the dogs are some of the most annoying enemies, and the guys with flamethrowers. Just because it's really hard to see them in the orange light sometimes. Particularly in the darker regions. But we are very, very nearly there now. And what we're on, 7 minutes time. And we've got one more objective after this, so we're cutting it pretty fine to hit that Elder rank at 8 minutes, or under 8 minutes. There we go. So there we have it, we are under attack. We now have to eliminate an enemy group to draw out the boss enemy. That didn't go very well. Good thing about having the targeting computers, you can usually, if you get it right, fire around objects. Sometimes it goes straight into them instead. Here we go, take out a couple more guys. Have some of that. One more. Brutal. And here comes the boss. So we are over the 8-minute threshold, so I'm not going to make Elder on this. But we're doing quite well for what is only my second run through a daily op. It's only the second time I played it. Fortunately, this guy's got a 40-bill grenade launcher, I think it is. By the way, a massive auto grenade launcher. As you can see, he's level 95 and a boss, so he is soaking up that damage quite well. I need a heal fairly soon. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to want to do that. Get clear a little bit and get some meds on the go. There we go. Right in. Come and have some. There we go, he's down.
You done good. These uplinks are critical for the safety of Appalachia. Head home.
I've got a few useful bits and pieces there. A couple of guys who haven't got the memo yet. Let's deliver it to them in the form of a laser. There we go, he went to pieces on us. Let's have a look at this operation report and see how we did. So there we go, daily ops completion time 8 minutes 51 seconds, so just shy of a minute too long. So we got the Paladin rank but didn't quite make Elder. So for my second run through on daily ops and doing it solo, that's pretty credible. If I'd really rushed it, it seems reasonable to think I could possibly have pulled this off. Knock it 50 seconds off, it's probably manageable. Let's have a look at the rewards. There we go, we see on the right that we've got Initiate and Paladin unlocked because we surpassed Initiate, so we get both of them. Got a couple of plasma grenades, a couple of frag grenades, some stim packs, some rad away, all nice. 4 fusion cores, now with 2 reloads I think there were in there. Maybe even less than that, that's definitely a net gain on our ammo. And a couple of legendaries as well. An instigating machete's pretty rubbish, as is a hunter's trapper left leg, but hey, we can scrap it. And there we go, so we've got low chance of a rare reward and a better chance of a rare reward based on the ranks we've completed, some extra XP and that second legendary item for getting to Paladin. Unfortunately, no rare reward on this occasion. RNG has not favoured us. So, when you hit the escape, it will automatically fast travel you back out. I'm curious at the moment, because I haven't had the occasion to find out, whether or not it'll fast travel you out to close to where you initially left from. In this case, I'm guessing Initiate Dodge's little spot in Watoga Towers is a instance zone, so it's put us just outside of Watoga here. We'll have a quick jog back over to him. But I'm guessing if you go direct into the op from, say, your camp, for example, when you leave at the end of it, it'll fast travel you straight back towards your camp. But we'll have to actually see and try that out when I get the chance. For now, this, however, is exactly where I want to be, so I'm not complaining. There we go. Dodge has not moved very much. Get this big tin suit off, and then we can go and have a chat with him a bit more easily. Oh.
Well, have you completed a daily op yet? If not, what are you still doing here?
You've provided me rewards, and you've talked to me right the way through it, dude. You should probably know I'm done. Clearly, we have a few more conversation options opening up. Most of these were available before, but
here for a treat, eh?
we didn't explore it.
Satisfaction of helping wasn't enough for you? Ah, I'm pulling your leg. You did good. You deserve this. But remember, I call them daily ops for a reason. There'll be another location and mission tomorrow. Keep an eye out.
This guy's voice is very familiar. I'm sure I've heard him in something else or another game, something like that. But I've got a feeling it was Wasteland 2, actually. There we go. Nothing particularly interesting in terms of our rewards for completing the leading quest there, which is breaking radio silence. But, you know, free stuff. We can get rid of it, sell it, do whatever we want with it, shoot it at people in the case of the grenade rounds. So all in all, pretty solid. Not a bad run through for a only my second attempt, and doing it solo, it's supposed to be challenging to hit that Elder rank solo anyway. It's supposed to be doable, but difficult. So I think that's a fair description. Obviously, could have another crack at it and see how we do. Now I've got a better idea of what's going on. See, they're repeatable as many times as you like, but you can only achieve each rank once per day. So if you hit Elder straight off, you get your top tier rewards all the way through, and then you have to wait till the next day. But if you don't make it all the way out to Elder, you can have another crack until you do. Obviously, even if you have it hit Elder, you will get all the base rewards as per usual, the extra ammo, things like that, for completing the daily ops. So you can repeat it as many times as you like and still get rewards out of it. You get a few things that are reasonably worth having if you happen to want to do that. I do hope that gave you a little bit of insight and into how daily ops work and what it's like to run through them. And it's not too bad. Obviously, we've got a few different locations sort of spotted up in different days. We've got Valley Galleria, the Burrows, and I believe there's Vault 94 as well, and possibly one or two other spots that they might add later. So lots of cool things to have a look at, lots of fun variations, and obviously it doesn't take all that long to run through either, so get a few good rewards off of it, and it won't take up too much time out your day. It's worth noting that tomorrow as well, the new season will start, Season 2, that will be Armor Ace and the Power Patrol, and there will be score challenges to complete a daily op as well, so you'll be contributing to your progress through that particular thing as well. So many good things going with these, and yeah, quite fun, went well. I enjoyed myself, so I'm liking this. I'm looking forward to it. So, I do hope you guys found this useful, interesting, and got some good insight out of it. As I say, if you did, please do hit those likes and subs always, which is very much appreciated. Watch out tomorrow, because I should have a overview in a similar format to the legendary perk system. We'll have a little close look at that one. Should probably go live during the update for the patch, so something to watch while you're waiting for that. So, do keep an eye out for that one. For now, social media links down in the description, along with the merch store and the blue join button for channel memberships. If you're interested in supporting the channel that way, it's humongously appreciated. Do keep an eye out for live streams as well. We're having a lot of fun with those. Good progress with Horizon Zero Dawn, and obviously jump in, start the new season and some daily ops as soon as they possibly can after the test server goes live. So, I do hope you'll join us for those. For now, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.